Hi and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekender Show. I'm into Sunday. Welcome to the show. Hope you've had a fantastic weekend up to now. I did mention, or I forgot to mention yesterday, that my little friend Isaac come running over to me to see how it was and tell me about his game. He was with his mum, didn't see his dad this time, just waved to his mum, Jess. Anyway, I hope, Isaac, you had a fantastic game yesterday. I don't know your result. Send me a message, mail@don'ttextthelane.com, or give me a message on Facebook. Let me know how you got on today. I was dead keen, but I forgot to mention you yesterday on the show. Sorry, Isaac. Keep coming up to see me, and I'll see you next Saturday, no doubt indeed. But it's always nice to see you, nice little friendly face, and you've got a smile on your face all the time. Tell me about your goalkeeping. Well done. Okay, so out and about today at the Walton Kirkdale JFL. What can I say? Referees, immaculate. That's all I can say. Sorry, folks, that is the way it is. And you managers and coaches have lately been unbelievable. I must admit, excuse me, I must admit, you're getting together, you're talking, we're having a good conflab. We were discussing all about next Sunday on the 12th of December. And I remind you that I will be coming out with a Heart of Gold bucket collection as well. This is just to try and get as much money in the pot as we possibly can to help initiatives like we're doing with the food bank for next week. Not just the food bank, a lot of food banks we're helping out. Now I know many of you out there say, well, we're already doing it for our food banks, but what you're missing, the bigger picture is fans supporting food banks are going to distribute it all over food banks. We're not just one. Don't Cross the Line is not just a postcode. We are all over the communities, wherever this grassroots football may be. If we could take it right out of Merseyside, we would. But you can do that yourselves, folks. You can put on next week, you can get your leagues to start collecting food for your local areas. Let's do one big massive food collection for the food banks around your area, not just Merseyside, wherever you may be, all do it together. And I know the food banks then will be inundated with food. Wouldn't that be fantastic to have too much food, but non-perishable, please? Look at it, you're all good shoppers, you know what's going to be perishable and what is not. What will last, get that, put them in to the food banks. Let's show the whole world and you, the government, what the people can do. Now, it is a problem for you. The reason is, you know what we can do, and this is why you're not bothered, because you let them stand back and let the communities support each other out. You can put your fees up, you can put your taxes up, you can put your fuel up, but you know that people are going to club together, and that's why you all sit there in your chambers, talk about it. Hey, don't worry about it. They'll go and do some collections themselves. We're our own worst enemies, I'll tell you that now. We are, because we set up charities to help people. They love it. It saves them paying out. Am I right or am I wrong? mail@don'ttextthelane.com. Anyway, we were talking to the managers all about what we're trying to do, what we're trying to achieve for next Sunday. And the committee, Dave, brilliant, absolutely fantastic, how we can do it. We've raised the money, referees are going to be paid, that's fantastic, and clubs are going to be given a free game. Yes, every club a free game. What more could you do? You know, we're trying to give everything back we can into grassroots football. Okay, a little appeal, bring some food along. That's all we're asking you. And we will be going around with our buckets, because as I've just said, we want to try and raise money to help our next initiatives. What that may be, we don't know. And we're going to be doing activities. We did mention yesterday about the skydive, yes, and Hadrian's Wall. That's still in the pipeline. I'm just hoping it's easing my injury. I can't wait to get out. I've put the weight on. I was really bragging last year. I was running. I haven't run since I've done the 3 peaks because of the injury that I suffered right on the bottom of my foot. It's still there, and I know for a fact if I went out running now, it would come back. And I just don't want to jeopardise anything that I'm doing in activities to try and raise funds. But I've got a great team behind me, and they're all willing to jump on board and do what we're doing as well. So watch this space when we're going out to help. So the Heart of Gold initiatives is back on track, and it starts again next Sunday. I've heard nothing from Sky at the moment. I'll follow that up. I did message Liverpool, I have messaged Everton to see if they can send 1 or 2 players down. I don't think it's looking good for Liverpool, because I did not realise that after the game the players have a warm down training session. It's all changed, hasn't it? Years ago, you know, Tommy Smith, Chris Law, all those boys, Alan Hughes, they used to go out there. Tommy Smith used to smoke 20 ciggies, I think, before he went out on the pitch, and probably another 20 at half time. I don't know, but there was no warm downs, no training, and boy, the football that lot played, and it wasn't just them, it was at every club, professional club. Now, warm downs, difference. Was the football as good? Was it better? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Was it better all those years ago than what it is today? I know the balls are absolutely fantastic, because those cases, leather cases with the laces in, wow, dear me, I think it put more kids in hospital trying to head those balls and trying to kick the balls, broken feet. Anyone's got a medicine ball, kids, just pick a medicine ball up and then you'll know exactly what it was like playing with a football, and especially when it got wet. Dear me, it was like heading a rock. Could you do it? Now think of that, put that together, put those balls towards these teams now, then we'd make a difference. It was hard to say, but they control the ball unbelievably well, and it was like kicking a rock around. Now, the feathers, that's why they can all do it so well. Anyway, my opinion, so let's see what happens, but I love my football, and I just love the ball being passed, played, move, I love it. Pass and move, that's the game. Well done to the referees, out of game, in force, brilliant, lovely to see. We have no feedbacks off them at the moment, so I should imagine it was all honky-dory, because you can only get round certain games, can't you? But you listen to the whistles and then you march on. And the committee are absolutely brilliant, because they act accordingly, like most of them are doing now. Any abuse, verbal abuse or aggressive behaviour, most of the committees all over the country now are really stepping it up and banning the irate parents or spectators from the grounds, and that's the way it should be. But we need our governing bodies to really make a stance and put this punishment up and let them really get on top of things and put something different into the sport as well. I think I know, or mostly grassroots referees, managers know where I'm coming from. We can do more to help, basically. So let's see what the punishment could be. We're not afraid of it. Let's go for it. And let's make grassroots football that place to be. The kids can go there, smiles on their faces. Even the mums and dads who aren't irate spectators who go there week in, week out to encourage the kids, they'll enjoy it more. I'll enjoy it more. Honestly, everyone will enjoy it more if the irate parents and the sideline referees disappeared for good. So if you're one of those irate parents or spectators, and you know you are, simply do everyone a favour and yourself and just stay away from the grounds. That's all you need to do, from the junior leagues, and let someone else who's got a little bit more common sense, if you can't hold your own, you'll go there, take your child, whoever it may be, to the game, come home, because the kids just want to enjoy themselves. We were all kids once, and I keep telling you this story, cast your mind back when you were playing football or sport activities and you got encouragement. You never forgot about it. I still remember it now. Surely you do, if you're lucky enough to have some encouragement from the touchlines. It was harder for us, because mums and dads and parents did not really follow us round. There was nothing like the facilities you've got now. Nothing at all. If you could cast your mind back or take the kids back to those days, they would not want to play sport activities week in, week out, I assure you, because there'd be no enjoyment. So, we don't want these spectators now ruining for everyone else, because most of the irate parents and spectators who I see and watch and listen to, even managers and coaches, are there thinking that they're going to make it into the top half of the table. What I mean by that is to the Premier League, but that is very few and far between chances, I assure you. You have to be extra special to get there. Many, many years you have to be in academies. Not just now, sign up for 2 months and then you go moving on somewhere else. I think parents who are taking their kids must understand what I'm talking about here as well. And I know there's plenty of parents out there who have been very, very disappointed when their child has been released by a club. What about the kid? Not just the parents. What about the child who's being released? What does it do to them? Do they feel good enough? Do they feel wanted? Your opinion matters. Mal@don'ttexttheline.com. Let me know what you think, especially if your child has been let go by an academy, and what's the feelings from that child coming to you? How do you feel? Are you sorry you pushed them there in the first place? Come on, give us your thoughts, let us know. We'll be discreet unless you want us to really talk about it, or even come into the studio and chat about it. That'd be fantastic. Get in touch with me, and we're going to get these managers in. Honestly, they're always making excuses. Steve Sully, Pablo, where are you? Get in there, we need to talk. I'm sure you will. I know Carl Fulton, he's going to be coming in soon. He's just awaiting just a little bit of super strength. Well, I'll give you that super strength, Carl. Get yourself in here, mate. Nice cup of tea, some biscuits or coffee, or just water if you want to. And we'll chat and chat and chat, because I know what you like when you get going about football. But as you say, Cole's the man. He's doing a great deal. He's done. Thank you very, very much, by the way, Cole, for doing the golden goal for me on the Derby day. My son thought he'd won at number 9. He didn't. He's disappointed, giving me loads. That's what it is, isn't it? But well done to Colin Hunt, who won as well. Cole, I'll have the buckets out on Sunday. Come along, mate. I'll see you then. You give us a hand if you want to. We're looking for a couple of volunteers on the 12th. Weather permitting, by the way. Weather permitting. So we hope to have a plan B. I'll look at that and I'll let you know exactly what we can do if we do have a plan B, in case the weather destroys us, which most of the games are going to be destroyed at the moment if it keeps on raining on the grass pitches. But there's not, if I disappointed you from the Joe Stone that we're not sorting it out with the referee fees, we'll look for something for teams in there. I'll get a list off Dave and let's look at what we can do to help it out in the future as well. But if you want to donate food, you can nip along there. The reason being is we just couldn't raise that amount of money. There was a lot more to it than believe me, there's a lot more to it. And it's been hard work, and as I say, we can't thank the businesses enough for getting on board. And please, if you've got some spare change, put it in the buckets on the Sunday. And if you carry your card and you don't have spare change, we're going to surprise you, because I think I've got a card machine. So where are you? Because there was that many. Have you got a card machine? Well, we will have this time, honestly. And let's just hope it works and we can go and collect a few bob for our Hearts of Gold initiatives. We need you to support us, and we want the whole world to know about what we're trying to achieve, what we're trying to do. The logo's extra special. Quarry Green, on their kits, they carry it. We've got KB Kingos, they carry it on their jackets. Have a look at the Heart of Gold logo. Why don't you put it on yours? Obviously we don't pay, they're paying for themselves, so we thank you from the bottom of our heart, the whole club, Quarry Green, supporting our Heart of Gold initiatives. Can't thank you enough. Amazing. JP, you've got a brilliant squad of players and parents, extra special, and managers who are supporting us, and we want to support you as much as we can when we get this Heart of Gold initiatives right off the ground and turn it into the charity that it's going to be for grassroots football all around. Just having a little toast to that, little toast. It's Earl Grey, it's not Lady Grey, it's Earl Grey. It's just gone cold, so I can't wait to drink that. Anyway, we're looking forward to next week. It's going to be big, and don't forget the North Liverpool JFL, they'll be doing a food collection as well, and I'll see you there on the Saturday. I'm sure I'll meet Dave Kelly from Fans Supporting Food Banks, and I don't know who's coming up on the Sunday, but there's that's going to be a big one as well. So what a weekend we have in store coming up next weekend. All those teams supporting our food banks. Wow, imagine if every league across, not just Merseyside, all your cities all done something on that weekend, the 11th and 12th of December, to help food banks. If you're doing something, I'd love to hear about it and give you a mention. mal@don'ttexttheline.com. We'll talk about it, because we're all trying to do something to help underprivileged children, underprivileged families, people who are struggling for food this Christmas. And the majority are, I assure you, with the bills going up. We just talked about that. Let's not sadden you, because Christmas is supposed to be a time for giving. So if you can give us all your food, not all your food, so much food, donate it on the 12th of December. Honestly, I'll be there. I'm hoping to have a surprise visit from Father Christmas. Fingers crossed. Will we? could do, you know. I just think we could. Trying something and just trying. So, fingers crossed, if we can manage that, wow, that'd be one feather in the cap for all of us. Let's see if we can do that. I'm looking forward to it if we can. What a special weekend that would be, and a memory for all of us to help. And you'll feel better in yourself as well, knowing that you've helped a family by donating some food or being part of this Christmas food bank rush. We want grassroots football all over. If you can participate on that weekend, let us know. The big grassroots football campaign for food banks. Can you get involved? We'd love to hear from you. Why not join us? Do something in your junior football league. Get it all sent out. Get it all delivered. Or ask people who support these over from the food banks can come and pick it up off you. It doesn't cost much to set up, does it? People want to help out. Let every community get involved in the great Christmas food bank campaign from grassroots football. What a family you've got there supporting you. Come on, get involved, see what you can do. And whenever you're out and about as well, don't forget, we need our referees kept within the game. It was great to talk to them all over the weekend. They've been fantastic. They stay there not just for 1, 2 and all weathers, 3 or 4 games they have. Whereas some teams, okay, managers can stay there all day as well. We all know we have to wrap up a little bit warmer. I'm still full of a little bit of a cold, but I love my t-shirt. This isn't the one, by the way, that the referees will be wearing. I'll show you that one. I'll get that one sorted out for you, and you can purchase them. Just come through yourself, marathonTextileline.com. These are the t-shirts that every referee should be wearing in support of the RefSpec campaign. Get your order into me and we'll go from there. So it's $12.50 for the t-shirt and plus postage and packing. I can't do anything about that one. I'm not even too sure how much that is, but I'll let you know when you order how much it is, so I'll be in touch with you on that one. In the meantime, keep tuning into our website as well. You can listen to our podcasts on there. You can tune into YouTube, DXTL TV from the touchlines, and please subscribe to the YouTube channel if you don't mind. We're nearly up to our 100 subscribers. It's all free. When we say subscribe, a lot of people just think it costs them. It doesn't. You can tune in, you can listen to the shows, and when we have our guests on there, we'll be bombarded in it, I assure you, because we're going to get some superstars on the show. So please subscribe, it's free, and if you're a referee, we'd love to hear your stories on how your games went over the weekend. Please, if you don't mind, if it's sad to hear about, obviously, and you want us to read out your story, then contact us. And if you want to name and shame, why shouldn't you? I think the FAs should name and shame now. The majority of good people in grassroots football want you to do this. So I think it's down to the FAs to name and shame teams if you're going to punish them. That's what we were talking about earlier on. Let's try and do that. And that may put a lot of all this poor behaviour to bed, and no more sideline referees will join forces and get together and chase our referees out of the game. But I'll assure you one thing, there's going to be plenty more referees. We're not going to have a shortage soon, but irate parents, irate spectators are still on the touchlines, and all we need to do is work together as a team, come across to us, don't cross the line with our RefSpec campaign, and we can help out and make sure that rid of all those irate parents and spectators once and for all, and football can come back for the referees and for the kids in general once again, where we can all go out and enjoy it. And loads of encouragement on and off the field of play first and foremost, please. We know the amateur game is struggling a little bit with the referees. Let's try and make that a little bit better. So if you're an amateur player and you think you're irate towards a referee or the opposition, try and calm your temper down. It's a game of football. Your health matters as well. Just enjoy it. If you get hurt, you get hurt. But please don't chase your referee away from the game. They're far too important for that. No ref, no game. Okay, we've come to the end of our weekend show. Don't forget, next week, please bring your food. We'll put a show out during the week and we'll remind you on that one. No excuses. Bring your food. You never heard. Come on. Pull the other one. Please support us for our Christmas appeal and help us with the food banks. next Saturday and Sunday. The 11th, North Liverpool JFL. The 12th, Walton Kirkdale JFL. We'll see you over that weekend. In the meantime, put your feet up, relax, stay safe, be good, and we'll see you on Friday evening with young commentators, and we'll have a little chat about what we're doing over the weekend. Good night, God bless.